Top secret at the time of jamming German radios. Everyone knows this. It's a fact, isn't it? Yeah?
Meet me after slashing your wrist, or at the end if you so insist. I'm persistent when told to cease and desist with this blasphemous shit.
Colossally, Almarie. The extremely intelligent football hooligan and pub landlord and NF lookalike, Scar listening to Proud Englishman. I love this guy.
Who are the British? It's vague, isn't it? Who the British is vague. It's very, very vague. And that, of course, is how we got our name, isn't it? The Brit-ish. This is completely fucking ish, isn't it? That's what all the other countries, American, French, German, Russian, British. Ish. Totally ish. And we're made up of ish people. The English are completely fucking ish. Yeah? The Scottish are extremely ish. The Irish are so ish, they're not sure which ish they really are. And of course, the Welsh. Less said about them, the better, friend, either. Queen's simple cousin. That's what they're like. Family secret. Now, the point is this. Keep them out of sight, out of harm's way. Now, the point is, what it boils down to is he's vague, isn't it? I mean, have we got any jocks present? Hey, fantastic. What's your name, pal?
He knows Britain.
Paul! Beautiful British name. Where are you from, mate?
Stirling, Scotland.
Stirling! Beautiful British name. Fantastic. Named after a pound coin. Now, tell me. What do you do, Paul?
I'm a teacher.
A teacher. What do you teach?
Science.
Science. Nay. You Scots are mad for science, aren't you? Nay. Yeah, I like you people. You're beautiful fucking people. You paint your face blue. Yeah, I love all that. It's fucking brilliant. Now, the thing about the Scots is you're ish, aren't there? There's lots of different types of Scots, isn't there, Paul?
Just to interject, the very first time I watched Braveheart as younger, I bawled my eyes out, which kind of went against the message projected by the film, but still, yeah, I wanted to go out and fight an English bastard that night. In the words of Liam Neeson.
You're ish, you're all Scots, but you're Scottish, aren't you? Yeah? You can't judge people by how they look nowadays, can you? But you can judge people by how they sound. Right, and as far as I can tell, there's at least four different types of jock. Scots, all displaying different levels of jockery and different kinds of, different degrees of jocklitude. Now. Oh, there's four I can think of. The first that springs to mind immediately is the Scotsman who sounds like a cow with a cough. Isn't there? Yeah? Oh, English bastard! English fucking bastard! English, you English bastard Englishman! English bastard! Type 1. Type 2 is your little yappy terrier drop. You English bastard! You English bastard Englishman! Oh, you English bastard Englishman! Oh, you fucking English bastard! It's all your fault, you English bastard! Then you have the Scotsman who sounds like he's having his genitals rubbed with a warm, wet chamois leather. Oh, you English bastard, aye. Oh, you English bastard, aye. Oh, it's all your fault, aye. Oh, you English. Oh, lower, you English bastard, aye. Oh, higher. Oh, nearly there, you English bastard. You bastard English. Oh. And then there's the Scotsman who sounds like an opening door. Oh, Scots, oh, Scottish. That's how it works, isn't it, Paul? Then, of course, the English, we're ish. For instance, Geordies are English. Yes, I know. I've gone all fucking surreal, but they are. They're English. What? Yeah, we got any Geordies present? I love them. They're beautiful people, a genetically engineered race of orc-like people whose sole purpose is to keep the Scots out of England. They've done a marvellous job for centuries. They've kept that city in such a ruinous, parlous state. The Scotsman arrives in his train, in his car, and on the back of his pony or whatever, on a large dog, arrives in Newcastle, takes one look at the place, thinks it's England, and fucks off back home again. It's fucking brilliant. But I love the Geordies.
What do you say about Holland being the buffer zone? Newcastle's the buffer zone.
Amazing people, and there's nothing better if you get the chance to go to Newcastle, sit yourself down on a Friday or a Saturday evening and listen, sit down in the square with a can of special brew so the others don't feel you're somehow taking the piss. You sit down and listen to the haunting, beautiful sound of the Geordie Whale song. Why? Tune!
Right, I need to find this clip. For anyone who's not from England or Britain, sorry. I'm still covered in my rabbit's hairs. For anyone, you need to understand. I hope I can find it. It was on Taskmaster. This is wicked. It just come from nowhere. Like you'll get why I'm saying it.
I am struggling to see how it would excite the alien life force because of their advanced technology, Chris.
Well, we don't know. It's all hypothetical. I mean, I'm looking at you, Alex. You didn't even like the bit at the beginning. It's showing alien. We don't know anything about these aliens.
Oh, he's gone too Geordie for me. Absolutely. I am struggling to see how it would excite the alien life force because of their advanced technology, Chris.
Well, we don't know. It's all hypothetical. I mean, I'm looking at you, Alex. You didn't even like the bit at the beginning. It's showing alien. We don't know anything about these aliens.
Oh, he's gone too Geordie for me. Absolutely.
I'm in bits.
Oh yeah, they got that bone in their head for a reason. And then of course, there's Scousers. Now, in the Second World War, as everyone knows, or the Second World War as they're allowed to call it, as everyone knows, Scousers performed the essential war work, or war work as they were allowed to call it, essential war work. Top secret at the time of jamming German radios. Everyone knows this. It's a fact, isn't it? Yeah?
Was ist los?
Was mit Gyro? Mein Funk ist kaputt, ja? Mein Funk ist kaputt! Der Leutnant, mein Funk ist kaputt! Oh, surprise, surprise!
Of course we're friends. We're friends with them now, of course. Germans, that is, not the Scousers. I mean, fucking hell, how many hubcaps?
Do you know what's annoying, right? It's gonna go a bit deep, but I support Liverpool. Yeah, that's my team. Forever. They're emotional. The greatest team ever, and no team has the emotions that Liverpool have. Like, but anyway, I found out a couple of years ago that during the American Civil War, this is completely different direction. During the American Civil War, Liverpool as a city was on the side of the Confederates. They were building ships for the Confederate Army and everything. And apparently down the high streets and shit, there were Confederate flags. That's why we gotta have history lessons. I'll still support them. And we all do mad shit. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't realise... And don't get me wrong, it weren't because they were racist. Chill. It weren't because they were racist. It was because Britain, again, most people don't actually realise this. We've all learnt about the Industrial Revolution and blah, blah, blah. But the part that they're a bit silent on is the Industrial Revolution was essentially funded by slavery. So without slavery, we wouldn't have had that revolution. So when America was like, yeah, we actually do need to stop slavery, our workers didn't want it to stop. Not that they understood what the fuck was actually happening. Like, don't get it twisted. We didn't have the internet. You don't know man's getting whipped constantly, castrated, all that shit. All they know is they were getting wool really fucking cheap. So if they end slavery, the cost of wool is going to go up dramatically. So our government said, we're not going to get involved. We'll let you guys sort it out. That was our official statement on the American Civil War. But our cities, especially Liverpool and I think places in Wales, building bear ships for America. So when you hear about compensation that Britain actually paid North America after the American Civil War, it's because though we had an official, we're not getting involved, we didn't stop our private companies from building weapons and ships for the Confederate South. So when the North won, they said, yo, we want some compensation for all the soldiers your ships killed. I don't know where that just come from, but it's all true.
Does one man actually need? That's the question.
Oh, that was the end. Hope you enjoyed that history lesson. Almarin's ridiculous.